Welcome to the next part of the practical on string operations. So in previous videos we have covered two operations, that is to find the length of string, that was the first part or first operation on string, and second it was to find or to copy one string to another string, that was the second operation. Now third operation is to compare one string to another string. So in this part, what we have to do is first we will enter two strings, that is S1 and S2, and then we will compare those two strings. And our result will be either two strings are equal, that is same, or two strings are not equal, that is they are different. So that we have to do in this particular video. So for that, suppose this is the example. S1 is the first string and S2 is the second string. Now suppose S1 is ABCOE and second string is, let's say for example, AVCR. You can take any example. I am taking AVCRE for example. Okay. So these are the two strings and we have to compare these two strings. Now for this purpose we will use the same technique, that is we will traverse a whole string one by one. That is, first we will check first character and then compare it with second first character of second string. If these are same, then we will go for next. If these are same, then we will go for next. So like this we will traverse a whole string. Now we will use one another concept here. We will use one variable, extra variable, that is called as flag. That is called as flag. Now after entering the two strings, initially this flag we will take it as 0. We will make a flag equal to 0 initially, and when comparison starts, then first we will compare first character of first string and first character of second string. Now these are same, that is A, so flag will remain as it is. We will go for next character V, again they are same, so it will remain as it is. Third character C, as it is. OR, now characters are different. So whenever we will find a character in first string and character in the second string are different, at that time we will make flag equal to 1. Okay, so initially flag is equal to 0, and during comparison whenever we find a particular character in first string and second string they are different, then we will make flag equal to 1, and at that instant only we will break the loop. That is, at that character only we will stop the comparison, because as we have found different character, then there is no need to check further characters. If this is O and this is R, they are different, then we don't need to check the further characters. Remaining part of the string, it is not necessary to check remaining part. Okay, so we'll stop at that instant only. Okay, so in conclusion, we will do comparison, and whenever we will find different character, we will do two things. First, we will make flag equal to 1 and we will break at that instant only. Okay, and after coming out of the loop we will only check value of flag. After coming out of the loop we will check the value of flag. If flag is equal to 0, it means that no character in first string and second string is different, means all characters are same. That's why flag is equal to 0, right? So after coming out of the loop we will check a value of flag, and if it is 0, if flag is equal to 0, it indicates that if flag is equal to 0, it indicates that strings are same or equal. Strings are same or equal. And if flag is equal to 1, it means that strings are not equal, means they are different strings. Okay, so this is the simple technique to compare two strings with the help of a variable flag. Okay, so this is a theoretical description. Now we will go for actual practical with the program. So this was the program which was typed for copying of one string into another. We will modify the same program here. Just a minute. Okay. So for this purpose we require two strings. So those two strings are declared here, s1 and s2. Then we require int I for loop, and we will take one more variable, that is flag, and we will make it as 0. So this is the variable which we are going to use for checking the characters. Okay, so initially flag is equal to 0. Then we will enter first string. Now there is no source and destination now, because there are only two strings and that we have to compare. So enter first string, get as s1. It's okay. Next, printf. I will highlight it so that it will be more visible to you. So printf /n, enter second string, enter first string, then enter second string, bracket complete, and semicolon. Okay. To read the string at runtime, we will use getS. So getS s2. So here two strings are entered here. Two strings are read by the user, s1 and s2. Now after this we will start the comparison. Okay. So for that we will write here, okay, s1 of I not equal to null, as well as, sorry, as well as s2 of I is also not equal to null. So our condition is like this: s1 of I not equal to null, as well as s2 of I is also not equal to null. That is the condition of loop. s1 of I not null, s2 of I is also not null. And here we will compare. Okay. So here we will write if s1 of I is not equal to s2 of I, because we have to make flag equal to 1 when they are different. So if s1 of I is not equal to s2 of I, if s1 of I is not equal to s2 of I, we have to do two things. First thing is flag equal to 1, and second thing is break from the loop, because no need to compare the remaining part. Okay, so this loop will be terminated at that instant only. Okay, so this is the comparison part from this for loop to this curly bracket. See this carefully, how it is written: for I equal to 0, semicolon, s1 of I not equal to null, and s2 of I is also not equal to null, I plus plus. Okay, then if s1 of I not equal to s2 of I, then flag is equal to 1, and then break. Okay, see, later on we are going to modify this also. We will first execute this, and then I will tell you how it can be modified or why there is a need to modify this program. Okay, initially we think that this logic is correct, but for few cases you will find how it is different or how it will be why this is necessary to change this logic. That is also explained later on. So here I will write if flag is equal to 1, printf. Okay, if flag equal to 0 equal to 0, then printf slash n strings are equal. Because flag is equal to 0 means it has not become 1. And why it has not become 1? Because there is no not equal to. So every character of first string is same as the every character in second string. That's why flag remained at 0. So flag equal to 0 means strings are equal. We have to compare here. So double equal to, and then else printf slash n strings are not equal. Else strings are not equal. So that's it. If flag equal to 0, strings are equal, else strings are not equal. So that is the result which we are going to print after comparison. Okay, so we will save this program, compile it, and run. Okay, so enter first string, I have typed abcv, enter second string, abcv. See the result, strings are equal. Okay, I think spelling mistake is there. Okay, we'll make it correct. Here it is the mistake. Okay. Again save, compile. Now we will take different inputs. So first string avcy and second string suppose avroe. See, strings are not equal. Okay. Again we will run for another input. Enter first string, let's say Mahesh. Enter second string, Maharashtra. Okay. The strings are not equal. Okay. Now we will take another input. Now see it carefully. See, that is the mistake. First thing is Mahesh, second thing is Maheshwari, but now the result is strings are equal. So that's what I was telling. We have to, there is a need to change this logic a little bit for such a cases. See what is happening here. First thing is Mahesh, it's okay. Second thing is what? Maheshwari. Okay. So M is same, that is first character is same. A second character is same. H third character is same. E same. S same. H is also same. And now first string is finished. So till the end of first string, all characters are there, or all characters are same in second string. But second string is not terminated because second string is still left. Okay, because there are 4 more characters in a second string and those are not compared. So that is the need to change this logic. Okay, so we will see that logic in the next video. Okay, so till now I think this is okay. See, once again read the program and try to guess how to change the logic. You can guess what is to be changed here. See what is happening here. For I equal to 0, it's okay. What is the condition? S1 of I is not equal to none, as well as S2 of I not equal to none, and then we are comparing. Okay, so initially when we look at this logic, we think that this logic is perfect, okay, and it is giving the true it is giving the correct result for some cases. But right now we have seen that for some examples or for some inputs it is going wrong result, okay. So we have to change our logic a little bit. So guess from this program what can be changed, and we will discuss it in the next video. Okay, thank you.